So Marvin Tomlinson, the Black Mamba is here. How you doing, Marvin? Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah, long time.
So you've been out of the ring for a while now, right? Tell us about this, like, the time out.
Yeah, I've had, just over a year now. I think I last fought in end of February last year. Obviously, boxing's a hard sport and life. And like I say, you got a lot of boxers here, they've got sponsors. I do all this financially by myself, so I have to work X amount of hours, and it can get tough, you know what I mean? So that was one of the main reasons that I had some time out last year. But this year I realised the window for boxing is very small. And with me being a bit older than these guys, I'm 31, like, as much as I need to live life, I also need to target this where I can, which is here now. So I've made a lot of sacrifices this time around. I've cancelled a lot of work, and I'm going to try and get a big push.
Yeah, because you've got quite a successful personal training business, right? And you're doing that stuff as well. Yeah,
I do personal training. I coach people, and it's like sometimes it's scary to like go full into. As people know, boxing's hard. Like, it's a hard sport. So making that right balance. Sometimes there's not a right balance. You need to either go left or you need to go right. And I've made the decision to go right.
Yeah, fair enough. Like I say, a lot of sacrifices. People don't realise it's really hard to actually, when you're boxing on the small halls, it's hard to make it work financially because you got to pay your opponent, you got to do this,
there's loads.
It is a hard game, to be fair, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of the time as well. Mine is like I wake up in the morning, I've got clients 6 till 9, then I go boxing, and then from boxing after a hard day of sparring, I go straight back and do more clients. So eventually, there's some times where it does burn out, but like I've said, I'm speaking to people around me, speaking to a coach, speaking to the boxing side of the gym. I can always do PT. I can always do that. So I've only got this window now to do this, and that's what I'm trying to do now.
Yeah, fair enough. So on Saturday, you're doing six rounds. I think you're going to be around the cruiserweight sort of.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all.
How's the gloves will fight?
As much as I've got like one fight, I've had a lot of experience in the gym. I've been boxing now for like 10 years. So.
And again, it's a one of those where opponent still finalising an opponent, so you don't really know who you're going to be in there with. We know you're going to be in there with someone on Saturday, but you don't seem fazed by that.
If I can't beat the guy I'm fighting on Saturday, then I know where I'm at. I may as well go left. So in my head, it's a good way of seeing it that way.
Yeah, fair enough. So you're making up for lost time, really. You're 31, like you said, which isn't really that old in boxing anymore, but you're making up for lost time. You've been out for a while. What's the next year going to look like for you then, ideally?
This is a really good way for me to see, like, if this is for me. And as much as I know it is, and I know the love is inside, I want to just keep pushing, and similar to the boxer before me, I want to be not a reactive fighter, I want to be an active fighter. I want to go out there and I want to fight a few times this year. I spoke to Pat, and Pat's going to try and get on as much Black Flash shows as possible. So a big shout out to Black Flash and shout out to Pat. And for me, that's my goal.
Yeah, there's lots of shows this year, so plenty of opportunities for you there. Obviously, you're trained by Lee Beard. You've been with Lee for years now, haven't you? So what does he make of this sort of not comeback? Well, it kind of is a comeback. What does he make of this little spell now?
Lee's very frustrated with me because he's the one who says to me all the time, like, he knows my talent. Like, Pat's said to me himself, he's seen me, he said, you've got a lot of talent, you've got a style it's not seen in the UK, it's more of a US style. So Lee gets very frustrated, but he also understands life, and he just said, when you're ready to like push through, we can go to big places. Yeah.
All right, good man, good. Well, look, Saturday night, so it's going to be your first one back for a while. Like I said, how's that going to feel when you're making a ring? What is it going to be? A bit of nerves, bit of excitement? What do you think?
You know what? I'm excited. I'm actually getting excited. I just want to get back out there, get this one out of the way, get straight to the next one, and then start to put on performances. I learned a lot in that first one of like, I'm going to fight a journeyman who's not really trying to open up, and so now I've got an idea of that. Now I can put the things in place that I need to put in place.
Yeah, obviously it's going to be tough though, because whoever you get is probably going to be someone experienced who's been around.
Yeah.
You've got 6 rounds to work in as well, so it could be frustrating at times, but yeah.
6 rounds, I've got more time to break them down.
That's it. That's the attitude. So, like I say here, look again. Potentially here, with only one contest, you're nice and fresh, aren't you? So potentially this could be a nice little run. Yeah,
like as well, again, because I'm a bit old and I've had a bit more experience. I don't want to be fighting 20-odd fights, 40-odd fights. I want about 3 to 4 to 5 of these and then start to push on to the next step, you know what I mean? So I only want like 3 to 4 to 5 journeyman fights, and then from there I'll know where I'm at, and then from there push on to the bigger fights.
So potentially if someone's looking for an opponent in a few fights for like a central area title, you'll jump straight into it?
All day.
Yeah, good. Great, well, brilliant. Well, look, Marvin, It's great to see you back in the ring.
Yeah.
Like I say, I've known you for years, and it's nice to see you back in there now with a little bit of a plan.
Yeah.
And hopefully everything goes smoothly. I'm sure it will on Saturday. And you need to tune in from 7 p.m. on the Black Flash YouTube channel. Do you want to give your social media handles?
Yeah, social media, it's the Mamba. Same on It's the Mamba TikTok and Facebook, it's Marvin Tomlinson. Big shout out to all the people who've bought tickets. Like I say, it's not possible at all without you buying tickets, so thank you for that. Big shout out to Black Flash Promotions and big shout out to Pat Barrett.
Top man, Marvin, great to see you, and I'll see you on Saturday in the ring.
Cheers, Aki. Thank you.
Take care, mate.
Thank you.